Test, 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 ticket, test, test, Johnny test. So I made this Mokujin a couple years ago during quarantine. I always told myself that I was going to upgrade it, and I did. I never showed off, I guess, what I did, other than on my Instagram when I was using it. Before I could show the upgrade in a YouTube video, we had a pretty windy storm here. We had some tree limbs fall on my dummy and break the arms off. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try and repair it one, then I'm going to do the upgrades that I was going to try and do today. Springs potentially for like resistance, or maybe some other like arm mobility or functionality. We'll see. This is just a quick build video. Since then I upgraded the arms to these, so they're no longer 2x4s, or they were no longer 2x4s before the storm attacked. Probably going to put one of these across again, and then put the arms that were on here before back on, because the bolts and the arms themselves are still intact. So you can see here, this was one of the arms. The other arm was on that side. Pulled the wood right off, so I'll have to pull these out first. So his shoulders feel a little wider than before, but I think they should still do. And if I want to move the arms in a little bit, I could just drill another hole if I want to tighten it up, I guess. Since I use the same arms from before, they're a good length. I changed them from the original, because the original were just 2x4s and they were kind of short. I used a thicker piece of wood, closer to the width of an arm maybe, and the length of at least my arm span. I know people have longer arm spans than me, but I was using my body to measure, so yeah, I think that should work. Couple shots in it to loosen up. So now what I wanted to see if I could do is add even more resistance. So the weight of these arms, part of the reason why I added more weight is so that I could get a little bit more of a conditioning / resistance practice in. I tightened these nuts down a little bit more, so it's already helping. But I was wondering if I could add another level of resistance with springs. So I have these springs. My idea was using eye screws. So what I think I'm going to do now is put an eye screw here and an eye screw on the arm, so that it's pulling the arm closer to being closed, much like a punch or a grab, or anything that the pectoral muscle is doing to pull the arm closed. Adding tension, you can see. The only downside to this is once I let this go and then let it go, despite it being a design fault, it might be a blessing in disguise, because once the spring falls off, I can then manipulate the arm freely again, and that can open up more options. I'm just trying to find the silver lining in it, honestly. I might have to bend these ends of the spring a little bit more so that it doesn't go anywhere. And the only other downtime is that the body moves, but your body moves when people pull on it. So I don't particularly hate it, but okay. Spring comes off when you let go of it. It may have been because I hooked it. I tightened that hook a little bit more, so maybe I fixed it. Oh, there it goes. And this thing isn't light either, so if that gives you any idea of how much resistance those springs are giving me. Obviously, it's not a 200-pound man heavy, but it's nothing to scoff at. So anyway, I thought I was going to do more today other than adding these springs, but I think that's all I want to do with Mokujin for today, with the dummy for today. I'm well aware this is a hybrid. This is like, I've seen a lot of like traditional martial arts dummies and training equipment and devices and dummies. I'm well aware this is a hybrid, so I'm not calling it a Mokujin, or it's closer to a it's definitely a Makiwara, but I'm not calling it Mokujin because some people were getting a little butthurt. I was using that as a descriptor. It was to help explain my inspiration of where this came from. But yeah, I'm aware this is a hybrid, so I've been calling it a Mokujin, just Mokujin, because it just means wooden man, wooden dummy. I think I'm gonna leave it at that for this project and probably work on some other projects. I have a lot of video ideas that I haven't even tried to make yet, so especially long form videos for like YouTube. Hopefully I'll start to put more of those out into the world and not just let them rot in my brain or on my notepads. So I would appreciate a like if you could like the video. Comment, let me know what you think about this. Like I said, I have a lot of ideas as far as how to upgrade it and how to change it, or different ideas completely. So keep training. Peace.